I am Topkapi Palace. For 4 centuries I was the heart of an empire. My dome shimmered with gold. My courtyards echoed with the footsteps of kings. I was not merely a palace. I was a world unto myself. A city of power, of faith, and of secrets. I served the Sultan. I watched him rise before dawn, his shadow long against the marble halls. He prayed as the call to prayer rose over the Bosphorus. When he turned, the sun crowned him with fire, a symbol and a man. His word could build cities, or erase them. But in private, he was quieter than the world ever knew. He lingered in the gardens, feeding the peacocks, listening to the fountains murmur. Sometimes he would speak to me, softly. He would say, "They think I rule the empire. But truly, it rules me." I remember the women of the harem, silken whispers behind latticed screens. Their laughter, sharp as jasmine, hid the careful dance of ambition. Each night, a single rose was placed in the Sultan's chamber. Sometimes out of love, sometimes out of politics. Even I could not always tell the difference. I saw the viziers arrive in silence, their robes sweeping like shadows. They spoke of wars, treaties, and betrayals, but the Sultan's eyes often drifted beyond them, toward the courtyard where the calligrapher worked, writing the names of God in letters of light. There were nights when music trembled through my walls, the ney flute, the soft drum, and the voice of a poet reciting words only the heart could understand. The Sultan would close his eyes, and for a moment, he was no ruler at all, just a man trying to remember peace. Yet I have also seen blood. The throne of empire is never clean. Brothers fought in secret chambers. Poisoned sherbets were served beneath gold domes. And every death left a silence that even centuries could not erase. When the empire grew weary, and the sultans grew distant from the world beyond my gates, I felt their power fade like incense at dusk. The footsteps became fewer, the laughter stopped, and I, once the jewel of Istanbul, became a museum of memories. Still, I remember them all. The sultans who prayed for eternity, the concubines who dreamed of freedom, the scholars who sought truth, and the servants who kept their secrets. Even now, when visitors walk my halls and whisper in awe, I can still feel the echo of a prayer, the weight of a crown, and the faint, unspoken sorrow of power. I served the Sultan, and though centuries have passed, his shadow still walks my corridors. Sometimes, when the wind sighs across the Bosphorus, I can still hear his voice, gentle, proud, and lonely, saying, "This empire was not mine. It was only borrowed from time." If this story stirred your heart as it did mine, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to If Walls Could Speak, where the world's most sacred places finally find their voice.